Amy K. Just before 7 o'clock on this Flush the Format Friday, armed by Matt's Automotive Service Center. Roses in about a half hour on the show as we slide into Am I the Jerk? So, first up in Am I the Jerk, these people want to know if you think that they are jerks. My coworkers have really taken to grabbing lunch together, but it's expensive to always be going out to eat. So I usually just eat food that I brought myself and often end up rejecting them and not going with on these lunch dates. Am I the jerk?
Absolutely not. You're saving money. You don't need to hang out with your coworkers outside of work. And you don't want to go get lunch? You don't want to spend the cash? Say, hey, I brought lunch. There's your excuse.
I wonder if now that it's starting to get nicer out, if you guys have like a picnic table or some sort of like staff area that's outside that you can be like, hey guys, like why don't you go get lunch to go and just like come sit outside with me?
That option, I suppose. That would certainly be an option. Yeah, well, could you, if they're bringing back fast food and carry out, couldn't you still eat with them with like your bag or whatever?
Yeah, or maybe they're just like, oh, only Chick-fil-A people at this table.
I think they're going to restaurants.
Yeah, I guess if they're actually physically going to a restaurant, there's not too much you can do about it at that point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Then there's not much you can do. I would say not a jerk, though.
Yeah, not
For
a
sure
jerk.
not. I mean, you don't want to spend money. You don't want to spend money. Am I the jerk? Case 2 of 3. My husband has been trying to finish our unfinished basement, and he's just not very good at that stuff. Things are looking crooked and wonky, so I was honest. I told him I think we should hire somebody to finish this so our home doesn't look like garbage and subpar, and he was definitely offended. Am I the jerk?
Yeah, you're a jerk for saying it that way, but not a jerk for wanting him not to do it. I am dealing with the same thing. My husband thinks he can finish our basement because he watched a YouTube video.
Is he not very handy then?
He's like decently handy. Can he renovate a basement? No, not a chance. And I don't want him to figure it out because some guy on YouTube was like, just do it this way. But you're not a jerk for saying it that way. I think that, well, no, you are a jerk for saying it that way, but I think it's good that you said it because he can't do it if you think that he doesn't have the ability.
Yeah, I don't think the issue was that you hired someone. I think the issue is how you said it. It looks like garbage. That would hurt your feelings if someone said something about you. That
if
was
something you were working on, he said, yeah, this looks like garbage. Yeah, that would probably hurt somebody's feelings. I say jerk, too, just because of how it was said. I agree with you guys. And finally today, am I the jerk? My boyfriend recently proposed and used his grandmother's ring. That his mom gave him to gift to me. Apparently it was planned since he was a child that the woman he is going to marry would get grandma's ring. It's nice enough, but it was never my fantasy to have a ring like this. I'd rather just have something new. I said yes. And everyone seems to think it's amazing I have this ring. But I told him I'd rather just buy my own ring that's for me from a store that's new. And he's so offended and said his mom's going to disown me once she finds out I don't want that ring. Am I the jerk?
I say no, because that's something you're wearing every day. If it's something you don't like, I don't think you should be forced to wear it. I'm sure there's hopes. Obviously, they wanted you to like it. My sister got a ring from her boyfriend that came from the family, and I think it is, so uggo.
You don't like it at all? Huh?
I don't like it. And I even said, you should ask for something else. And she was like, this was his mother's. It's beautiful. So a good thing she likes it. But
does she feel like it's beautiful or she's being sentimental about it, do you think?
I don't. Probably sentimental. So that's why I get where this girl's coming from. If roles were reversed, no, I would say I want something different.
So you would say not a jerk, and she's completely cool being like, I don't want
that
this.
on her hand every day. Yeah, she's not a jerk.
You think a jerk? Not a jerk?
I agree with Amy. Not a jerk. I think that she should voice her opinion and just say she doesn't like it, but not a jerk at all.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't feel like you're a jerk for wanting to have some control and say over what you're going to theoretically wear on your finger for the rest of your life, knock on wood, assuming this marriage goes very well. That being said, I think you got to handle it very delicately and be very appreciative of the opportunity, this, that, and the other, because, obviously, this is something they've planned on doing for a long time. There's some emotion there, so I think you got to handle it with very kid gloves.
Could you maybe take the diamond from that ring and use it? I don't know.
I think that might make them even like more agitated. Maybe say, you know what?
Say it doesn't fit.
We want to save it and give it to our future daughter.
There you go. Really pawn it off on the next generation.
Yeah, they can deal with it.
That is a good plan. So not a jerk all around on that one.
Not a jerk.
All right, Rose is not too far on the show today. Flush the Format Friday with Matt's Automotive. Your picks absolutely all morning long. And do you think there's an age limit when it comes to a gentleman wearing his hat backwards? I'd have never really thought about it before. I thought, what's it matter? You guys be 90 whatever years old to be wearing your hat that way. But apparently society has dictated and put an age on it. What that is in less than 5.
I hate every one of you. The Y94 Morning Plan.